You're listening to Don't Miss This on Paris Underground Radio. For more great content, including bonus videos of events in and around Paris, please join us on Patreon. Hello, and welcome to Don't Miss This, your weekly roundup of the best of what's happening in Paris this week. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity, the creator and founder of the Paris Underground Radio podcast network, featuring podcasts on a wide range of topics that come out 6 days a week and are made for people just like you. If you haven't yet, please sign up for our newsletter. It comes out every Sunday and includes a little program of what's to come each week, so you always know what's happening on the Paris Underground Radio podcasts. You can sign up on parisundergroundradio.com. This week is made for the music lovers among us. From Fête de la Musique and my personal picks, to mind-blowing concerts at the Eiffel Tower, to a choir from Texas, this week will have you humming a happy tune. You'll also find plenty of new exhibits, art and film festivals, and more to round out your week in all the best ways. This week's edition of Don't Miss This covers the week of Sunday, June 18th through Saturday, June 24th, 2023. June is Pride Month, and the Cité Internationale Universitaire is getting into the rainbow spirit with a free photo exhibit called Rose Antique, which is based on the testimonials of elderly people who openly embrace their sexuality in their day. This outdoor photography exhibit will be displayed on the gates of the Cité Internationale Universitaire and features portraits of 30 LGBTQIA+ seniors who were openly out at a time when being out was even more difficult than it is today. These photos will be accompanied by testimonials detailing their different experiences over the years and in various countries. Rose Antique will be at the Cité Internationale Universitaire from now through August 11th and is free to attend. For more information, please visit ciup.fr. Let's head now into the heart of the Bois de Boulogne for the summer-long theatre festival, Festival du Théâtre de Verdure. From now through September 10th, the Bois Outdoor Theatre, nestled in the Pré Catalan Garden, will transform into Shakespeare's theatrical universe. You'll have the chance to see plays inspired by A Midsummer Night's Dream, The Tempest, Macbeth, and Hamlet. In addition, you'll find plays adapted for children, puppet shows, fables, comedies, circus arts, concerts, and readings of pieces by great poets and playwrights like Molière, Jean de La Fontaine, and Shakespeare, all set in a beautiful and immersive environment. The Festival du Théâtre de Verdure will be at the Jardin Shakespeare from now through September 10th, and tickets range from 8 to 15 euros. For more information, please visit jardinshakespeare.com. That's JARDIN Shakespeare.com. And now for something completely different. Sunday, June 18th marks the return of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. In this event, 24 elite divers, 12 men and 12 women from all over the world, will combine aerobatics and high-flying sports performances as they plunge into the Seine from heights of 21 meters for women and 27 meters for men. That's 69 feet or 88.5 feet for those of us who still have no idea how long a meter is. All while facing the Eiffel Tower. So, how does it work? Each diver will participate in an event in front of an international jury and perform jumps at 85 kilometers per hour, which will be judged for their acrobatic, creative, and athletic qualities. Takeoff, air position, and entry into the water are evaluated and multiplied by the degree of difficulty of the dive to obtain the result. The winners of each stage are those who have obtained the highest total after 4 dives, and the winners of the championship are the athletes who have earned the most points during the season. Here in Paris, we are lucky enough to host the final. The Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series will take place at Port de Bille in the 16th arrondissement on Sunday, June 18th from 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. and is free to attend. Although the word Titanic may immediately bring to mind Jack and Rose, the truth behind one of the most famous shipwrecks in history will now be exhibited at the Paris Expo Porte de Versailles. On April 15th, 1912, the Titanic, a British liner which was meant to be unsinkable, sank off Newfoundland after hitting an iceberg, and around 1,500 passengers died as a result. In this exhibit, you'll get to know more than 200 of those passengers through their stories, reconstructed boat cabins, and items like jewelry, clothing, suitcases, navigation equipment, crockery, and the ship's telegraph. You can also see a life-size replica of the liner's grand staircase, as well as rooms detailing the scientific operations and the recovery campaigns that unearthed some of the relics and objects found after the sinking, now found within this exhibit. Titanic L'Exposition will be at the Paris Expo Porte de Versailles from Sunday, June 18th through September 10th, and tickets range from 19 to 35 euros. More information can be found at ticketmaster.fr. Speaking of Jack and Rose, this Sunday, June 18th, also marks the return of the outdoor film festival Rooftop Paradiso. Here, on the roof of Paris's very first cinema hotel, a surprise selection of films will be screened every Sunday night, beginning at nightfall, chosen by Shadows and Carlotta Films. You are welcome, of course, to come earlier and have a drink under the trees and admire the sunset over Paris. The festival begins on Sunday, June 18th with Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes by Junta Yamaguchi. Rooftop Paradiso will take place at the Hotel Paradiso every Sunday from June 18th through September 17th at 9:30 p.m. and is free to attend. For more information, including the full program, please visit mk2hotelparadiso.com. That's mk2hotel, paradiso.com. Speaking of film festivals, do you have time for one more? On Tuesday, June 20th, the Champs-Élysées Film Festival opens on, well, the Champs-Élysées, and focuses on the best of French and American independent cinema. This year, as every year, the festival offers a selection of 6 independent French medium-length films, as well as a selection of 10 French short films and 12 independent American short films, all in official competition and all eligible for various prizes. In addition to the films in competition, you can enjoy previews, masterclasses, conferences, showcases, and DJ sets on the rooftop. Speaking of DJs on the rooftop, the lineup is 100% female and includes DJs like Rebecca Warrior, Emily Simon, Jenny Beth, Leonie Pernier, Silly Boy Blue, and Marina Trench. The Champs-Élysées Film Festival will be at the Gaumont Champs-Élysées from Tuesday, June 20th through June 27th, and both weekend and unlimited passes are available. For more information, please visit champselyseesfilmfestival.com. That's CHAMPSELYSEES filmfestival.com. If you're interested in even more female-centric concerts, you can also head to Le Bicolore at the Maison du Danemark, where Sistro Duo, a duo made up of Italian-Greek percussionists Katerina Ananastasiou and Marta Sogeti, will be joined by Danish composer Mads Emil Dreyer for an electro-percussion concert. You can listen to their unique blend of classical music and new electronic and experimental music. The concert will be followed by an apéritif. Sistro Duo will be at Le Bicolore in the Maison du Danemark on Tuesday, June 20th at 8 p.m., and admission is free subject to availability. For more information, please visit lebicolore.dk. That's LEBICOLORE.dk. Of course, all of this music is just a precursor to Wednesday's Fête de la Musique, a free citywide music festival. For one evening, you can wander the streets of Paris and go where your ears lead you. There will be free concerts throughout the city, and honestly, sometimes the best concerts are the ones you just happen upon. So I'll mostly leave you to your exploring, but I will point out 3 events that may be of particular interest. The first is for those of you who secretly believe that you could be the next Beyoncé or Ed Sheeran. That's right, there will be open-air karaoke in the streets of Paris. Warm up your vocal cords, grab your microphone, and belt it out on the terraces of BAM Karaoke Box. There are 3 locations with the BAM logo at Madeleine, Parmentier, and Étoile, and all you have to do to participate is sit on the terrace, buy a small drink, and wait your turn. The second will take you under the streets of Paris for the first official Journée des Transports en Musique. From 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., the metro stations and metro hallways will be filled with musicians and free mini concerts and showcases. Not only that, but FIP radio will be broadcast live in the stations. And the last is for those of you film buffs out there. The Jérôme Sédu-Paty Foundation has planned an unprecedented free screening of selected films from its collections to screen in its entrance hall. And these films will be accompanied by a live pianist from Jean-François Ziguel's improvisation class. This concert will begin at 10 p.m. and the films are appropriate for all audiences. Fête de la Musique will take place all over France on Wednesday, June 21st, and is free to attend. If you're not that into free music festivals, but you're into experimental opera, boy do I have the thing for you. For 3 nights, composer and musician Keiichiro Shibuya will unveil a world premiere at the Théâtre du Châtelet titled Android Opera Mirror. Here, an android named Alter 4 will be surrounded by 5 Japanese monks, 50 French musicians, and pianist and electronics composer Keiichiro Shibuya. Every part of the composition, improvisation, and texts will be generated by AI. Quote, "It's a new form of opera, bringing together technology and human expression. A humanoid singing robot equipped with artificial intelligence. The Appassionato Orchestra, a Japanese Buddhist choir, and composer Keiichiro Shibuya on piano and electronic keyboards. On a screen, visual artist Justine Ernard mixes videos of the android and visuals in real time." End quote. Android Opera Mirror will be at the Théâtre du Châtelet from Wednesday, June 21st through Friday, June 23rd, and reservations are required. For more information, please visit chatelet.com. That's CHATELET.com. Let's move now from Android Opera to a new exhibit called Opera 3 Zoo, The Day of Heaven and Hell by Paul Tabouret. This installation mixes previously unpublished paintings, sculptures, and installations by Paul Tabouret. Quote, "Lafayette Anticipations is transformed here into a domestic interior inhabited by visions that immerse us in a reality close to hallucination. Inspired by the imagination of childhood and its ability to create worlds, Paul Tabouret's works draw on personal and collective mythology, tales, cartoons, and art history. The architecture takes on presence, the inanimate comes to life, the monstrous hides in the shadows, and emotions take shape. The figures emerge from the paintings and sculptures like ghosts, bodies caught in the artificial lights of a living room, a theater, a strip club. Born in the intimacy of domestic space, of memory, of dreams, or even of fantasy, these character spirits escape to animate all the spaces of the foundation. The strange mixes with the familiar, and the works invent a human bestiary, exploring the impulses, visions, and desires that animate our minds and our bodies in intimacy." End quote. Opera 3 Zoo, The Day of Heaven and Hell, will be at Lafayette Anticipations from Wednesday, June 21st through September 3rd and is free to attend. For more information, please visit LafayetteAnticipations.com. That's LAFAYETTE Anticipations.com. Are you a book lover who's always looking for the next best book? Or an avid reader who'd love the chance to ask their favorite author a question? Well, then you might like my other podcast, Storytime in Paris, where I interview writers with a French connection, with questions that come from you, the author's fans and followers. Then, the authors treat us to a reading from their books. Listen now to Storytime in Paris on ParisUndergroundRadio.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. We'll be right back with Don't Miss This after a word from our sponsors. And now, back to Don't Miss This. This week so far has brought us music and film festivals, so let's add an open-air artistic festival to the mix. The very first edition of Les Étés du Louvre. This month-long festival will bring together theater, dance, cinema, and concerts. On opening night, not incoincidentally also on Fête de la Musique, you'll find a concert by the Orchestre de Paris. For the next month, events include a play written by one of Italy's greatest playwrights, Pulcinella puppet shows, open-air cinema featuring Italian films, a poetic stroll through the exhibit Naples in Paris, the theme tying the aforementioned events together, and more. Les Étés du Louvre will be between the Louvre Pyramid and the Tuileries Gardens from Wednesday, June 21st through July 20th, and you can find more information, including the full program, at louvre.fr. That's louvre.fr. I promised you music this week, and I will not let you down. The very next day after the Fête de la Musique, a concert will come to Paris destined to blow your mind. I'm talking Lenny Kravitz, Billie Eilish, Her, Ben Harper, Jean-Baptiste, Phineas, and Mossaman, joined by Diane Kruger, Michelle Yeoh, and others. For free, at the foot of the Eiffel Tower. This year's Power Our Planet Live in Paris festival, previously known as the Global Citizen Festival, is a solidarity festival whose aim is to help end extreme poverty and defend the planet. Since its inception in 2008, they claim to have helped over 1 billion lives. So, how do you get a ticket? Well, you have to go to the Global Citizen website and answer a series of questionnaires. The more correct answers you have, the more points you earn. If you earn 20 points, you can enter the draw. If your name is selected from the draw, you're in. This concert will take place on the sidelines of a new global financial pact organized by President Emmanuel Macron, which hopes to, quote, restore justice and fairness to global financial systems that continue to fail and neglect poor and climate-vulnerable countries, end quote. Power Our Planet Live in Paris will take place on the Champ de Mars on Thursday, June 22nd, and is free to attend, if you're lucky. For more information and to enter the draw, please visit globalcitizen.org. If you're in the mood for yet another festival, might I recommend the Palais Augmenté, the festival dedicated to artistic creation in augmented reality. This year's theme is The Avatar, virtual bodies and their relationship to physical, political, and social bodies. And, for one weekend, you can discover art created in augmented reality, as well as interactive and digital experience labs and roundtables related to contemporary digital creation. On the artists' side, you'll find 4 creators hailing from China, Germany, Japan, and France. Each artist has created several digital installations for the occasion, and you'll need a smartphone and earphones to fully experience their work. Palais Augmenté will be at the Grand Palais Éphémère from Friday, June 23rd through Sunday, June 25th, and full-price tickets are €6. For more information, please visit grandpalais.fr. That's grandpalais.fr. To bring this week to its rightful close, let's head to the Église de la Madeleine for a large, free, international concert hailing all the way from San Antonio, Texas. The Texas Wildcatters Choir will perform a selection of musical pieces ranging from timeless classics to contemporary songs. The Texas Wildcatters Choir will be at the Église de la Madeleine on Friday, June 23rd from 4 to 5 p.m. and the concert is free to attend. For more information, please visit lamadeleine.paris.fr. That's LAMADELEINE Paris.fr. Well, that's it for this week's roundup of Don't Miss This. I hope this week treats you well. If you like this podcast, please don't forget to rate and review it wherever you listen to podcasts. It's the fastest and easiest way to show your support, and if you really want to be supportive, Patreon is a great way to help. Patreon supporters get bonus videos with insider views of some of the best exhibits happening in Paris right now, weekly episodes during season breaks, and access to a fabulous book club. Find all that information on patreon.com/Paris Underground Radio. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity. You can find me on all socials at Jennyphoria. That's JennyPhoria. Thank you so much for listening, and happy exploring! Don't Miss This is produced by Jennifer Garrity for Paris Underground Radio. For more on this show and shows like it, please go to parisundergroundradio.com.